3, 2, 1, go.
Today we're going to talk about a bit of an issue that we've been having with people and their comprehension of things regarding the position of themselves, contracts, legislation and law. Okay, and the problem that we're getting is that people don't understand that, or they don't comprehend. They don't comprehend, in fact, that everything that you do, every agreement that you make with any entity is a contract. Okay, so if you go off and you go, we tell you, oh, you're not supposed to sign any contracts, or you're not supposed to sign anything, and then you get an encounter with the police and you make an agreement with them by saying, an agreement is when you agree, by the way, people. An agreement is when you agree. So if they get you to agree to anything, you've made an agreement, that's a contract.
That's a verbal contract.
Okay, and so they do that, everything. Do you understand me on the side of the road? Yes, I do. You agreed, that's a contract.
So what you need to do is say,
no, I don't understand. No, I don't agree. This is not a contract. I'm not bound by your legislation.
And you have no
with you physically, because otherwise you're going to hurt me. But otherwise, there's no agreement and no compliance.
Okay, so when they take you back to the, the police station, and they do a video or whatever, and at the end,
make a statement.
Yeah.
No statement. No. Would you agree with us to make a statement? No, that's an agreement. That's a contract.
Okay, and then when they release you under bail conditions, you don't have to sign.
Okay, and you have to make a mark on the paper, otherwise they won't release you. And
so
that's the trick.
You can just put under duress. You can even sign it in a signatory way, under duress.
Yeah, and you just write under duress and not your signature, because if you agree to sign, you've made an agreement and that's a contract.
And under the four corner rule, it stipulates that if...
all of it's on the paper anyway.
Well, basically anything written on within in the four
corners
of a piece of paper is a contract. And then you can't get out of regular things in court. So yeah, it's really important, the signing. Okay, and even the devil has to sign.
Yeah, that's right. Even the devil, when he gets your soul, he wants your signature and blood. He wants your agreement.
And it's like that soul.
It's a contract.
Yeah, even the soul signature thing is weird, eh?
Everything is a contract, and it's by agreement. Okay.
Yeah, so people need to understand that.
This is what you got to understand. What you got to understand, and I say the word understand because it means understand. You've got to understand this rule, that if you say yes, you've made a contract. If you say no, then you have stipulated that you don't contract.
Okay, and most contracts that the police make are called unconscionable bargains.
Well, they are.
Only a fool would make.
Yeah, they're bargains that are one-sided and you don't benefit from it, even though you're supposed to, being the beneficiary of the trust that they create when they send you to court. Unless you say it, you won't receive any of those benefits.
Yeah, so it's just really important, like, especially for first timers, you could have a card and you could be going about your business and then you get pulled up or whatever. And if you have one of those cops that are uneducated about the law and you end up having getting into trouble with them, don't sign anything. Please don't sign anything.
The other thing that we have to say is that we can't protect you from common law transgressions. So if you damage people's property, or if you damage people, or if you do anything like that, or you torture them mentally, or any of those things, Maori Rangers can't protect you. We can only protect you from commercial contracts, commercial entities.
But we can't protect you from commercial contracts if you sign.
Well, that's the thing. If you agree, you've agreed. It's by your own doing that you agree and you move with them.
You can always say no. So there's an issue in New Zealand where people actually just keep saying yes all the time.
Yeah, but it's because we want to avoid conflict. And the easiest way to avoid conflict is to seem pleasant and agree. Okay, so what we need you to realise, agreement can be just saying nothing. If you say nothing, you agree.
Silence is considered consent.
Yeah, okay. You've got to be proactive with your not being carried along. Now, the thing is that the truth is about it is that they won't be able to do many of the things that they threaten you with. and they're going to threaten you. They're going to
Yeah.
tell you that if you don't do what they want, the whole of hell is going to be unleashed upon
But
you.
you can actually avoid a lot of problems, and you can get an easy win in court by just not signing anything. So
And not
please don't
agreeing.
sign
Not
stuff.
agreeing. So, like, it's not, you're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong by saying no. You don't have to say yes. You don't have to be what they want you to be. You're not allowed to resist them physically, but you don't have to agree with anything that they're doing, and you don't have to actually willingly participate.
Yeah.
That anywhere in the world, those are your rights.
Yeah, so
Come
under
on.
under
You
the
have to exercise your rights.
Under-
Please, people. Please.
under the universal Declaration
Doesn't
of
matter about any of those
No,
things.
but it does matter somewhat for educational purposes. People need to fucking know this, Peter.
They actually also need to get a little bit of strength and actually realise that sometimes when you just say yes and get carried along, you're being part of an evil machine and you're carrying it on and you're allowing it to continue by not saying no. All that it takes for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
Okay.
I know it's a bit off course, but that's the truth. The truth is that this is the good fight.
Okay, we've got a psychological problem in this country. We actually do. People are too nice.
Listen to this. You get pulled up on the side of the road and you've actually done nothing wrong, but the cop needs to issue a ticket. So he makes out that you've done something wrong, you've, whatever it may be, you were following too close, you didn't stop at this, you didn't do that, whatever. Normal stuff that he'd let go, but because he needs to issue a ticket, he gives you a ticket, right? He's actually just being an asshole, really, to be honest. He's just being an asshole. He gives you the ticket and you say thank you.
Have you seen that happen?
Oh, everyone who got a ticket. Go on, be honest with yourselves now. I know every one of you said thank you for it.
Peter is disgruntled. We're getting too many calls from people that
I'm out of camera. I'll get camera.
we're getting too many calls from people who sign documents with the contracts. They sign bail papers, they sign all sorts of stuff, and they don't have to because they need your signature. Your signature is so vital. They need your signature.
All right, I'm back on camera for a second.
Yeah.
Your signature is what generates everything for them. It's your signature, your DNA, your labour that
Explain
makes everything for them.
Yeah, your signature in terms of
Your
the tradings.
signature rather than your autograph.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so-
your signature that gives you your house when you when you get a mortgage.
When you go to the bank and you get a loan, it's your signature that creates the money.
Yeah, it's
When
really
you- when-
powerful.
when